Hello everyone and welcome to episode 17 of Ghost of Tsushima, and once again a special early hello to Azric. Azric, I hope that you had as good a Sunday as we did. I am very tired, like physically fatigued. It has been a full weekend of yard work and great streams here on Twitch between Division Force and More Than Amiya's ongoing playthrough of Grand Theft Auto 5, but we will discuss all of that after we reconnect. So we've got 3 quests right on top of another. So the 6 Blades of Kojiro are 6 duels that we have to do around. We will do them as we find them. Then we've got a Kenji tale. Let me just make sure that we don't have 2 of 3. And yes, I agree with you that I almost certainly checked this before, but let's just make absolutely sure, because to the extent that we can do this in the proper order, I want to make sure that we do. Yep, I think that that's the only one. So let's go have a chat with Kenji, who I will probably have to mark. Yeah, Azric, I hope that you had a very fun and relaxing weekend. I was mentioning in somebody, so he is saying, hello to Drienne. Sunday was good. Day went by quickly, got a lot of errands completed. Figured out the other day his body still hasn't adjusted to the hour setback this time around, which is an ongoing issue for me. You will probably not find a more ardent, abolish daylight savings time person than me, but let's reconnect on that just after we talk to Kenji. And hello to Drienne. Okay, so it looks like we have no game audio. Is that correct? Awesome. Okay, sorry everybody. Hold on just a minute. Okay, we think that is fixed now. Let's just make sure that this dialogue is audible. Yes, there we go.
I owe money to a bandit.
Thank you.
Gon the Butcher.
Then you should pay him.
I will. But he wants to meet me in the middle of nowhere so he can cut my throat.
What did you do to deserve that?
He paid for delivery of sake and medicine, and I might have skimmed some to help survivors fleeing Izuhara, and didn't think he'd notice.
There are better ways to help people, Kenji.
My lord, I'm an idiot.
And you want me to clean up your mess.
Couldn't you just watch from the shadows in case Gon tries anything? If you scare him off, it'll just put a price on my head.
Your intentions this time were better than usual. I will help.
Thank you, my lord.
Dren, thank you so much for the host, and also hello to Moo. We got a chance to watch a whole bunch of Samalander stream today, this evening as well, while we were doing dinner time. He is very, very good at Factorio. Okay, so, like, for example, why did this just update? Oh, is that the pirate guy? Okay, I'm putting together the pieces. This is the guy that Kenji offered to do something for. I think it's very complicated to me. I'm still trying to put together some of these
the money to pay your bandit friend?
tertiary behaviors.
Don't worry. Gon set the meeting at the bridge. It's not far.
Lead the way.
Yeah, after 12 hours, I can imagine getting pretty giddy. Was he doing it?
Every time I get in a mess like this, I'm as scared as the time before.
You want to help your nerves? Stop stealing from killers.
But the first time Gon caught me, he wasn't even angry.
How many times have you cheated him?
3.
Why did you get mixed up with this butcher?
I owed Red Hand Taro for misplaced accusations. And Gon needed sake for a festival. So I charged him premium prices for cheap swill to cover Red Hand's losses.
The butcher must have loved that.
Oh, he didn't notice that time. But when I did it again, that's when he got angry.
And what became of Red Hand?
Okay, just 1 second pause. Moo, was he doing a 12-hour stream for a particular cause? Like, is it a charity drive, or was it just a personal challenge? What was the... I never heard what the genesis was of doing a full 12-hour stream, but that is a long haul, and congratulations to him.
I told Gon I got the bad sake from him. But I didn't think Gon would kill him.
You're a busy man.
I know, my lord. Trouble follows me everywhere.
You follow trouble, Kenji. You should ask yourself why.
Also, I was wrong. Gorn is not Goro. I was mishearing the name at first. Which is one of the major advantages to subtitles. Subtitles rarely benefit me to understand the story, but sometimes they can help clarify proper nouns. Oh, Kenji, I just want to grab some of these flowers on the way past, bro.
The meeting is on that bridge. Let's stop here.
Go to the bridge. I'll find a spot with a clear view of Gon.
All right. And if anything goes wrong, I'll signal you. I'll shout, "I'm so happy to see you!"
As you wish.
Salmolander, we were just talking about your big stream. I knew that it had been 6 years. I did not realize that that was the event, like a 6-hour stream. Sorry, a 12-hour stream to celebrate the 6 years. Wow, I said the wrong thing a couple times. You did a 12-hour stream to celebrate 6 years. So congratulations on the 6-year anniversary. Before we go, we're going to do the old outfit change, because if we're going to be fighting at range, we have an outfit that does that real well. It is green. And yes, we will be changing out of that hat. I don't know if we're going to go with a hat. Might go with a headband. Actually, this one with the green on the side. Then again, it is a very different shade of green. The yellow looks good with it. As does the white. Yeah, kind of like that one. Yeah, so I think, like, if we can get up on this ridge or something, that would be ideal. Unless, wait, I see people moving right there.
Gon! It would have been easier to meet in the village. That's not necessary. We trust each other.
You have the money?
Of course. And
Why would Gon hire this many blades to deal with Kenji?
I want to talk to you about something else.
whatever you need, I can get it.
Have you ever been to Asamo Bay?
Sure. Why?
I ran into a fisherman out of Asamo who worked with the Mongols. Said the ghost hit them pretty hard.
Crap.
The blacksmith went missing.
You believe every ghost story you hear?
Come on, come on.
And the ghost!
So I did not. Oh, that's. Well, I guess the water's going to be good for fire.
Get down! Get down!
Mongols here too.
Okay. Oh, okay. I gotta stop that guy from stabbing my friend. Or Kenji. I really thought I could get through that eye hole. Nope.
I owe you my life, Lord Sakai.
You owe me more than that.
Whatever you want. A sake, saddle polish, a nice...
Kenji, why risk your life over trifles?
Not trifles. I need food, money, a warm fire.
You helped me save Taka. Delivered medicine to people in need.
Yeah, that was heroic, wasn't it?
You have a talent, Kenji. It's time you use it. For the sake of our island.
Of course. Honor is my specialty.
I hope by the end of the game we set Kenji on some sort of a positive track with his life, because he really does have a skill set that is going unused. But yeah, for real, congratulations to Samalander on 6 years streaming. My sense from watching your stream is that you enjoy it about as much as I do, and it is such a wonderful hobby to be able to share all of these games, and in your case, your knowledge of Factorio with others. Like, I watch your Factorio stream, and it's basically unrecognizable from what I know of Factorio. It's so advanced. It's like somebody who grew up just building rockets in their backyard, visiting NASA, and you're like, oh dear, I'm so far. There's so much more to learn. Okay, the charm of broken barriers. Let's find out about this. Breaking an enemy's defense grants 15% resolve. Well, the thing is, that is actually a pretty cool charm, except that I cannot imagine what I would replace on any of my current outfits. All right, Kenji, you enjoy that sake. We'll reconnect later. Okay, so now I've got a couple more quests down there, or this is also deposited me very close to a Tale of Yuna. So I'd go south, or I could go see Yuna. The only thing down here is a major story quest, and I don't want to do that. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to visit this. Maybe we'll check this out, since we're right here, and then go visit Yuna. Oh, and hello to More Than Amiya, who is cooking and will be rejoining us a little bit later. While we're traveling, as always, we're going to switch into our traveler's outfit. And if people don't like seeing that menu a whole bunch, don't blame me. The developers made the traveler's outfit super good for exploration. Plus, I gotta confess, I just like the way that it looks. Whoops.
Go this way.
Wait, who will see what? I'm not sure why he said that. I want to say it's sort of over this way-ish, the question mark. Oh, yes. I am all for some Mongol territory. It's been a while since we've done one of these. So, let's go into gear, and if we're going to do some sneaky stuff, we're going to do it in style. No, I don't think we need to do any standoffs just yet. Now, we are approaching from the water, which means that we might be able to do some underwater approach, but I don't know how deep the water is just yet. Okay, good. It is deep enough. Who sees me? And how? Alright, this guy might... Nope! That's bad. Wait, I heard someone else shout out. But no one seems to have noticed that guy dropping. This dog might get curious, though. Okay. The last one went low. There we go. figured it out eventually. Crap. Oh, boy. I hear a dog. That's... okay. Sure. Where is that snarling dog? Okay. Okay. So, this isn't really the way that I was expecting to handle this particular challenge of Jin's life. Sure. Can I stab right through to the dog? Ish. Oh! Okay. I need a lot more room for the camera to maneuver. Okay, that straw hat is going to do a real nasty attack in just a second. Oh, can I get up? Can I get up? Yes. No, I don't have... I come up with no lives at all, so I gotta be real careful until I can do something to get some lives back. Oh boy. Okay. It did a little slow-mo drive there. Oh, hello to Haseo, who has resubscribed. Haseo, thank you so much for the resubscription. Sorry, I got to, reset here. Yeah, if Rickety Artist stops by today. So, Haseo, do you know anything about this? Because, Rickety was talking about it in Tashir's stream, and I wanted to make sure that I had the details correct. Rickety did 2 separate streams with the Twitch soundtrack, extension loaded. And both of those streams had audio for people that watched them live, and then in the VOD that was auto-recorded with the intent of him being able to save it to his channel, those came out completely muted. Is that all right? And why, based on that, like we're streaming on Twitch right now, I'm not sure that it's a good business decision to, really light up their support with what are you guys even thinking? But what are they even thinking with that? I cannot... Oh, a new patrol has just shown up. That's good. Hold on a second. We're going to do some poisonous wind chimes. Yeah, everybody go check out that body. Oh, look. Oh! Oh, it makes him vomit blood. Oh, I like that poison a whole bunch. Ouch. Okay. Oh, that's why you shouldn't have a blunderbuss, buddy. The most charitable thing about Rickety Artist's situation is that that is some sort of a bug, but what a bug! I mean, my god! Okay, that's not the weapon that I wanted. Simulator saying who is what thinking about what, and Jose was saying that's not good at all, would stop using it even though Twitch. So Simulator, the topic is, so Twitch has gotten really assertive about musical copyrights and muting any VODs or anything that has any sort of copyrighted music, including on many occasions music that is, you know, written and composed for the game that you're currently playing. And we've actually had that issue in the past, most famously with Anno 2205, a game that I really like very much. But yeah, it's frustrating to have 5 to 10 minutes of your video muted because the research screen theme song is playing in Anno 2205, and that's copyrighted music, and you're playing the game for which it was copyrighted. Like, that's weird. But anyway, they've gotten really aggressive about it recently, as we all know. So Twitch rolled out their Twitch soundtrack extension, which was pitched as being an opportunity for streamers to have a variety of different music that would be royalty free, and they could stream it alongside the game that they're playing, and it would provide good music that was separate from what was in the game, and that way they wouldn't have to worry about any musical copyrights, right? Well, it turns out that one of the ways that it deals with that is by, at least, you know, according to Rickety Artist's lived experience, 2 separate videos, he lost a 6-hour stream of Red Dead Redemption 2. You can go to his channel, unless something's happened in the last few hours, and look at it right now. It's completely silent. All the game audio, all the music, all of his commentary, gone. And that's really distressing for people like us. Like, just imagine if, you know, here episode 17 just was broken and it was totally unrecoverable. And then imagine if it was broken and unrecoverable because we, in good faith, attempted to engage with one of Twitch's systems that they said, hey, this is going to help you preserve your videos by making sure that they don't get muted. It's just disappointing. So Samulator saying it's because Twitch refuses to play for a sync license, which I will... Like, I would love more information about that, just because I am learning about that for the first time. It just... We here for several months now have been talking about Streamer FX that is created and cultivated and developed and offered by Tashir Rizé over at Tashir Games. That's T-A-S-H-E-R-R-E Games, right here on Twitch. And Tashir Rizé is working with professional artists, people that he knows in the music industry that he's worked with before, and gotten them to sign on to this. So it's royalty-free music that you can play over your videos. And guess what? Tashir puts it up on his videos all the time because, after all, and he... Sorry, I'm just following this fox. Twitch doesn't mute him, nor should it. So we have material evidence that Streamer FX works. It provides a great variety. I completely lost the fox in the weeds here. Hold on a second. Oh, there he is. Okay. Yeah, Haseo says, this is why I use Streamer FX. One of the things that I'm concerned with here in my own little way is I want to make sure that I am never adding to misinformation in the world. So I tend to be very quick to, I welcome being corrected if I'm wrong about something. You know, just as a small detail, I had said something about the basically color reshading for the Telltale Batman games, it being like $30 or something like that. And Drienne leaned in to say, wait, no, that's not correct, because you can get it as an update to the base game. It's like $3 and it's frequently on sale. That's good and useful information. I was incorrect. And, you know, I don't want my VODs to ever be misleading people with falsehoods. You know, I'd like to make sure that if we talk about something that it's at least, you know, I'm comfortable if people disagree with my opinion on something, but when there's factual truth, I want to make sure that that's true. So I want to make sure that, like, I have all the details, preferably directly from Rickety Artists and such, but what better commercial, what better way to underscore the value of Streamer FX than to point out that Twitch's own in-house solution is, let's say, not what it's cracked up to be. And also, Sam Lander saying there's multiple different types of music license. For streaming, the most basic is a broadcast license. Basically means you can play the music, but it's ephemeral. A sync license allows it to be recorded, so basically the music is synced to the video. So that's why the VOD itself is muted. It can go out live, but not in the VOD, which is just extremely frustrating for those of us that want to have some sense of continuity to the streams that we do. Okay, we're going to do a quick haiku here. Oh, so here's what happens every single time. I start listening to this music in the background, and then I miss what I'm supposed to be meditating on. So we'll do our best. Let's see, banded together, reflecting oneself. Oh, I really like just the phrase lanterns in the dark. I like that one too. I like this one.
Lanterns in the dark. Sea of red. A new rebirth. Guarded by wisdom.
Oh. So that really bright, like, teal blue, I don't feel like goes with a lot of his outfits. Although, like, he does have a sword set that's of a similar hue. So Sam Melinda's sort of projecting that if it was 0.3 of a penny per viewer for a broadcast license, but 30 cents per instance for a sync license, no matter what the viewership is, plus an additional some amount of view for the sync. Yeah, so it could get expensive quickly, but I feel like that is a major benefit of the way that Tashir does it, where it's just sort of all inclusive. Yeah, I really do want to go up to Yuna. Let's go check out Duel Amongst the Spider Lies, and before we do, Is there a way... Okay, so I'm not going to go do that because, look, once again, we don't have any resolve. So I'm going to go... Let's go hang out with Yuna, and we don't want to do this. So we're going to cut over to the east here. We're going to go find where the wind is blowing, and then go all the way over here to make sure that we don't accidentally encounter that duel. Oh, we could get some resolve off those guys. Yeah, we could do a standoff and get completely filled up. Hold on a second. Maybe we shouldn't, maybe we won't make it all the way up to Yuna just yet either. So, do I have to, I don't know if I have to manually dismount, but yeah.
For me?
Now, there is one caveat to the getting resolve here. We have to actually kill them. Oh, like that, because now we're just really in trouble. Oh no! I simply understand that some artists, like Big Giant Circles, Zircon, etc., all just rolled their various licenses into one price. Well, that was disappointing. It was an opportunity to get everything we wanted. So let's go visit Yuna. I can't tell if that bird up there is a yellow bird that I should be following, but we're gonna... Let's go to Yuna for now. Oh, wait. We have another opportunity to do a standoff.
I'm right here.
Oh, and thank you for the follow to Cold Drippin'. Okay, be better. Son of a bitch. Oh, okay. They're so unimpressed with Jin, too. Okay. I'm not going to try to do any more standoffs for now. Standoffs are great when you can cut 2 or 3 guys down without any difficulty, but on the occasion that my reflexes are failing, there is an alternative.
You'll be free soon.
Lord Sakai, I'm glad you helped Yarikawa, even after the rebellion. I owe you my life, Lord Sakai. But the others, at the fishing village south of your hometown.
Kishibe. I know the place. Is that where they took you?
We were hiding among the fish carcasses when they rode in. Didn't take them long to find us. Please, help the others.
Clan Sakai has protected that village for generations. I won't abandon them now.
I like to think that one of the things that is happening for Jin is that he feels a... And I'm pretty sure that this is backed up in the text, but it's just one of the elements of my understanding of this character is that he feels a very deep familial responsibility for the good and well-being of the people of Tsushima, and he has seen his family and their ability to deliver on that responsibility decimated by the Mongolian invasion, and that's one of the reasons that he's willing to go around and help people. It's not just that he's a person of good conscience, it's that the people have trusted Jin and his family to do this, and so far they've been failing. Do I want to try to liberate Fort Imai? Well, let's go. I'm going to say let's go visit Yuna. I'll keep talking about it. if when Drienne is available, I will be interested to ask them what their timeline is to play Grand Theft Auto 5, because I would really like to see what their thoughts are. I don't know, actually no, I'm gonna correct that. I know for a fact that we have not yet spoken with Drienne about what their thoughts are on GTA 4 or the first Red Dead Redemption or Bully or any of Rockstar's other properties. So I'd be interested in their thoughts on the studio.
I didn't expect to find you here.
I'd leave if I could.
Who did this?
Mongol warlord, Altan. I heard stories coming out of Otsuna. He's terrorizing everyone, stealing food, medicine, slaughtering families. If anyone fights back or tries to run,
They get butchered. Like animals.
an old friend of mine runs the inn down the road. I can't leave her with them.
We'll find your friend. And put an end to this warlord.
I know I've said this before, I cannot get over the fact that there will come an era soon that
your
this
friend?
game does not look
Her
as
name's
good.
Ichi. I've known her since I was a child. She taught me how to survive.
Have you seen her since the invasion?
No, I haven't seen her in years.
Because this is
Got the end.
We'll have the best view from over here.
such a
That man
good-looking
might tell
game.
us what to expect inside.
Better talk to him before they come back.
Wait, what man? Oh, that guy. Okay. Wait, hold on.
Samurai, what do you want?
We've come to help.
You shouldn't be here. If they see me...
We're looking for Ichi. She runs this inn.
Have you seen her?
Gods, help!
Traitor!
There's trouble!
Get ready.
Okay. I'm actually looking at my controller to make sure that I was pressing the correct block button. Boy, this is like... I want to say it's... Oh, the rainstorm is gone! It looks so cool! Hey, man, I can spin too. Check this out.
Ichi!
Oh! I stepped on that by doing an unnecessary move, but Jin kicked him in the back of the head, and then Yuna shot him as he sort of lurched forward, shot him in the throat with an arrow, which was very neat.
Ichi, you're alive.
Why are you here?
We came to save you.
You've killed me, Yuna. I was keeping the invaders drunk and distracted. But when Altan hears about this, about what you've done,
You were working with the Mongols.
to survive,
You should have fought back.
and you should have run away, like you always do.
She risked her life to save you.
Do yourself a favor, my lord. Keep away from that one.
Ichi,
That's not gonna
to
happen.
protect you from Altan. Just tell me where to find him.
No one knows where he is. Not even his men. But if you really want his attention,
Tell me.
find his most valued allies. The Japanese slavers who do his bidding. Make an example of them. And Altan will find you.
Who are these slavers?
Ask Yuna. She'll remember.
I don't know what happened between you in the past, but she only wants to help.
Yuna had her chance.
What did she tell you?
Not enough. If we want to draw Altan out of hiding, we have to earn his attention.
The ghost can manage that. Where do we start?
We hurt Altan's closest allies, Japanese slavers.
The Momoshi brothers.
Ichi said you know them.
I bet she did. Those three bastards run a farm near the river.
When you're ready, meet me there. We'll do this together.
I will. Thank you, too.
Yeah, just, you know, for the record, quick tips on how to be Angel's favorite character in the game. Act selflessly in the defense of other people. Help out the main character even when it's not discernibly to your benefit. Request in repayment an incredibly modest favor simply to leave the story and to not have to subject yourself to any further danger. And also be extremely useful in all of the things that you do. Like, Yuna, I like, just so that there's no surprises later on, Yuna is going to factor heavily and favorably in whatever post-game wrap-up that we do, because she is, in my view, one of the best and most interesting characters in the game, because she sort of got roped into this kind of against her will, and has been nothing but good and supportive. Even though she is sort of being forced into the whole thing. This is probably the most complicated way to have gotten into this loft, but let's take a look around up here, see if there's anything good to find. You know, like, what's his name? Kenji? Kenji means well. You know, he seems like a nice guy. He seems like he's up to a whole bunch of shady crap, but he's not malicious. Like, he's not out to hurt anybody, so he's fine. The traitor dude, who I have to confess I don't remember his name right at this moment, but the Straw Hat guy that betrayed Jin and is off working with the Mongols, he super sucks. And if afforded an opportunity, he will be very dead before the end of the game. Lady Masako, much like Jin, lost her entire family and now lives exclusively for the vengeance against those who did it. Ishikawa... Oh, hold on, what's this about? Ishikawa clearly has something sort of sinister or shameful in his past. I'm not sure that I care about it because it seems like he's being very helpful, but like he's interesting for that. Oh, sorry. Speak.
Have you been to Umugi Cove, my lord? The place is in an uproar.
Umugi is full of criminals. Hard to believe it's not in constant chaos.
This is different. Their leader, Lady Sanjo, had something stolen. She's going to great lengths to get it back.
It must be valuable. And anything of value in Umugi is suspicious.
Yeah, especially if someone is drawn into a situation, like, kind of against their will, but then they do their best to be constructive and to help others through it. There was a character that was very much like that in Quantum Break, which I'm not going to talk about beyond that, but that character was, again, my favorite character in that piece. I find that an interesting situation to be in. So we've got a whole fort here. I like that he has a flute that can change the weather. I will, not for the last time, wish for a flute that could change the time of day. And I followed up on that because Drienne, I can't remember now if I read this a lot. Drienne said it sounds a lot like their criteria for favorite characters. Okay, Firefly wants attention, but we are going to give it attention after we switch, after we basically clear the area. So let's get sneaky. For anybody sort of joining in progress, this outfit we've kitted to do a lot of extra melee damage and to maximize the effectiveness of certain ghost weapons, particularly, well, I don't know if the wind chime is a ghost weapon, but that's part of it. and also for the enemies to have a harder time recognizing Jin and to give up more easily. So there is a sentry up there, and they're wearing a helmet, so I'm pretty sure we're going to have to use the longbow to do it. It's that. You may notice me taking a little bit of a more careful approach. Now, I really like to climb up there and see what's what. Okay, so with that many guys around, we could throw in some firecrackers and do the old black powder bomb trick, but let's see if we can't quietly take out a few more dudes, because once the explosions start lighting off, they tend to get real mobilized all in a hurry. Okay, I thought that was a penetratable armor. Helmet. Alright. Thought that was one of, like, the felt helmets that you can puncture through with just the regular arrow. Okay, well, the good news is these guys are sort of off in the wrong direction, I think. I'd love to shoot that... Well, I don't love to shoot dogs, but... This is many guys. Okay, I gotta take the archer before I can try to focus on any of these guys. Oh! Okay. Wait, what happened? Did everybody just take off? I feel like the dog and the man both ran away, which I'm comfortable with. I just don't know that we've seen Mongolians say, screw it, just leave. Now, one thing that you saw there was that I did use the L1 and R1 ability, the flurry of blows, whatever it's called in this. So maybe that terrified them. I've not used it in combat since picking it up. It seemed like a real good time given the abundance of targets. But as, I think it was Samlin, I'm trying to remember who it was in the last episode, was like, this seems like the brute force way to take care of this guy. I really do prefer to do it with a little bit more tact and finesse. I guess what I should assume, like what I learned here is, the next time that I see a dude wearing something that approximates a helmet, I'm just going to assume it's made out of steel and use my heavy bow on it. Oh, there's 3 more banners. Well, the banners will be easy to find once we switch into the traveling outfit. But first, I want to see... Oh, I might have cleared out the whole compound. I don't see any other bad guys in here. I think it was Laura Silverman, Sarah Silverman's daughter, Sarah Silverman's sister, who is herself an actress and does a lot of voice acting in particular. Laura Silverman had a comment about, so I really want to make it clear that I am quoting her here, and I may not do so. Ooh, there is a person here. But Laura Silverman was saying of her own appearance that she has, you know something, I am concerned enough about, not accurately representing what she said that I think I'm gonna back out of this. Oh, hello. Okay, I don't think he had a chance to yell to anybody, so that's good. I should have healed before I took that stab. Okay, next person to go is that dude on the tower. Now see, he's got a helmet, so what we're gonna do is take that seriously this time. That's not where I wanted to go. I don't know how to get back inside now. Oh dear. Okay, well, we'll just have to go around the walls until we find another way back in. Yeah, I do hope everybody had a good weekend. This will be an interesting week coming up. Last Sunday, we did a stream of Ghost of Tsushima, and I was saying, this is going to be, you know, that was going to be an interesting week, and boy, was it. It was long and very busy with work and very exhausting. This, fingers crossed, is going to be a very different experience, where I at least have work on Monday and Tuesday, and then I have taken the rest of the week off. And since we're not traveling for Thanksgiving, the goal is to be online with you guys, either watching or doing streams as much as we possibly can. So that's all the Falcons. That's good. I'm not going to worry too much about the flags just yet. Okay. So to that end, the rough goal, and see, this is why we don't have a formal schedule posted, because I can tell you right now what we intend to do in the days to come, and any number of things could just knock this completely askew. But the rough goal for now is another stream tomorrow evening, followed by, on Tuesday we'll be doing Mia's game night, and sometimes we do multi-streams for that, and other times we don't. It depends a little bit on the game. This game would be Star Trek Bridge Crew, and of the multiplayer games that we've done. That's what I think we're doing. So don't quote me on it. Okay, so here, hold on a second. Let's do a poison wind chime right into the grass. He should go in there, vomit blood for a little while, and then die without anybody else noticing. Oh, that's not the person I thought we were going to get. Oh, we did, because the first guy died. Okay, I thought if they did it in the grass, they might not get noticed. Okay, so... Oh, what I was going to say about Bridge Crew is that I kind of doubt that it would really benefit from multi-streaming just because we're all together, like in a room at all times. I wouldn't object to it, but it doesn't seem like something like Don't Starve, where, you know, different people's different perspectives would be very useful. Oh, cool. We've got more guys here. Okay. Sir, I'll be back with you in just a minute. Okay, I'm sorry. You wanted to have a sword fight? Okay, it looks like he has something to pick up, but I think I have to hold to open first. Oh, and then to just sort of round out the intended schedule, significant streams, you know, again, ideally, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like, the extent of that will, you know, we will just have to see what is possible. So one thing I learned there is that you cannot do multiple wind chimes, and if enemies are around to witness the poison wind chimes, they will... It's not a silent kill, is what I'm getting at. Okay, I want to get that person up in the perch. Nope, I just can't see him from here. Alright, I'm gonna try to jump to the ladder. Yep. Wow, there's a lot of guys in here. Every time I think I'm almost done. That's okay. The murder is what we came for. So, is there anything cool that I can do from up here with this high vantage point? Not especially. At least not from here specifically. Ow. Didn't realize that was quite so high up. Hey, do you guys remember Kid Nation? Did anybody else watch that? That was I think it was on CBS. I think it was on CBS. A reality show where they basically took an old... Like, it wasn't a real Western town, I don't think, but rather like a Hollywood Western town where they used to, like, film TV shows and stuff. And they basically got a whole bunch of kids together, ages, like, 8 to, 14 or so.
No, I heard him.
Okay, but good work slicing through that paper door, Jin. That really helped. Fortunately, this guy's pride is preventing him from yelling for all of his friends, so much the better. I've seen Kid Nation maligned as the worst reality show of all time, and it certainly was, I think, poorly handled, but conceptually, it was...
This is recent.
Enter samurai water.
Better find him.
Okay, I really thought I could do a chain assassination there. I didn't quite nail it. And part of it was that, like, I think within like 24 hours, oh, he's very confused about how to path over to where I am. Oh, but not confused at all about how to kill me to death. He's doing a modified Drunken Master where it's just like, confused man. Can't quite figure out how to get over to you, but by God, if you step within sword's reach, he's gonna slice you apart. I want to say that within like 48 hours of being there, like one of the kids had a drink of some sort of cleanser that was in a bowl and got sick, and you know, there was a bunch of other stuff that it turns out that the idea of having kids build their own society with their own rules is fine, except that they're still kids and are liable to get themselves into a lot of trouble without some sort of adult supervision. So it was real unsteady. I don't know what it was about this environment that suddenly made me think of Kid Nation. Good. Also, the way that reality shows will sort of pick a villain and say, this is the character that the audience is not going to like, and then they sort of maximize the way that the edited television series sort of like goes after that person, comes off as especially ugly if that person is like a 9-year-old girl. Yeah, again, confused man over there can't quite lock his eyes onto where Jin is. Oh, Samalander is voting for more quotes. I am confident that Mia will be around once she is done cooking. Sorry, I'm doing a search here as well. Now, is it time, because I'm kind of feeling like it is it time to switch into the Traveler's outfit to get the collectibles? And I think that it is, although, hold on, can I just point out, this is listening mode? Look at what we can hear in listening mode. We can hear that flag that's not flapping at all. Jin has very, very well-attuned ears. Okay, nonetheless, though, we are going to be able to do this somewhat faster if we switch into our Traveler's attire. Simulin is saying, what can I say? You're very quotable when he's zonked. Okay, oh, wait, there's a new saddle available. I had forgotten that that's why we're collecting the flags. But no, I wanted to look at the record that we picked up. Records, that's what I want. There we go. All Khotun Khan wants to talk about is this ghost. Apparently, Lord Shimura's nephew has half the island believing he is some kind of vengeful samurai spirit returned from the dead to stop the Mongol invasion. Ridiculous. This young man is an upstart supported by a band of sad misfits, if the rumors are to be believed. But Jin Sakai daily occupies Koten's thoughts, far more than is warranted in my opinion. Koten sees the opportunity to divide the people who seem to adore the ghost from Lord Shimura and the other samurai. I have no doubt he can and will exploit this to his advantage. See, again, I like reading it's not really flavor text, but sort of some of the background information, because that's a new gambit that now we know might be happening. So, Firefly says go this way. Ish, where are you? Okay, this way. On 60 Minutes, of all places, they did a really interesting piece on, like, modern American sniper schools. And one of the things they talked about is that, like, you know, and this is fairly unsurprising, that in real life, snipers are not, like, leaning out of windows with the barrels of their gun easily visible from street level and so forth. They're actually several paces back, peering out through some cheesecloth so that from the street level, it would look completely black up there. No light, nothing at all to draw attention. And that, when you think about it, is like, okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. What I found interesting about the piece was that one of the things they were training at the sniper school was the ability to fire a sniper shot through a gap that was itself no wider than the bullet. So it would completely obscure the source of the shot unless it was just a millimeter off, in which case it would be perfectly clear where the... I kind of want perfect dodge at this point, I think. Not that I do it all the time, but I will maximize all of my possible chances to do a deadly counterattack. So let's get that. I've just been thinking about that as an idea lately, firing that bullet through such a little tiny narrow gap that someone is suddenly dead, and the way that the sound would reverberate off the solid object that they fired through, you'd never find the source of the shot. I'm gonna go with perform stone stance heavy attacks with ferocious speed. Samuelander is voting not to be quotable while he's gone. He will be right back. I will endeavor to be particularly dull for now. Oh, supplies. Okay. So, we cleared out the fort. Good. And, oh, look, and it freed up a whole area around here. So, let's go hit this, and then we're going to go reconnect with Yuna again. I wanted to go do something after our last Yuna job, just so that, you know, there would be an opportunity for her to collect her thoughts, having just found out from her old friend that her old friend hates her like she's Cartman. And even though we just saw Sora on the other side of that wall, I'm betting we can get him right here.
That's my Sora.
The only reason I saw that 60 Minutes piece was just because I was waiting for something else to come on. I don't remember if this The Amazing Race or something else, but it was an interesting thing, and one of those things where you're like, I'm simultaneously a little bit surprised that they would allow these details of their training to be covered on like an international news outlet, and then also what I learned from watching that is that snipers are terrifying. Like, if one of those individuals decides that they want you dead, you're just dead, because you're never, ever going to be able to secure all the opportunities that somebody would have to spy at you from a mile and a half away. So once those are the odds that are stacked against you, it was a very good informational piece. I'm not sure that I want to say propaganda piece, but like be very, very afraid of the American military. And if I was liable to be hunted by the American military, I would just despair after watching that. All right, thank you, Fox. And now our forever sadness grows a little bit because I have no idea where that fox went off to. So there will be no fox pets for now. Alright, let's go reconnect with Yuna. Actually, I think there's a question mark between here and there, but nonetheless. Oh, wait. How much, resolve do I have? Not enough. Yeah, if I'm gonna go do that duel, I want to have maximum resolve to work with. Or at least mostly maximum resolve, because as we found out from the duel that we did last time, let's set a goal that before the end of the episode, we are going to do one more duel. I just want to make sure that this time we are prepared for it. Okay, Legend Storyteller. That's not something that we're gonna interact with just yet. We're gonna have a chat with Yuna, but it just occurred to me that I did want to... Anyway, we'll just go up here and then I thought of something else that I wanted to mention.
You made it.
Looks like a fortress.
The Mamushi brothers don't want anyone to see what goes on behind those walls. They're running a slave camp.
You've been inside.
Taka and I are the only ones who ever escaped.
When were you imprisoned here?
A lifetime ago. Taka and I were still children.
Do you remember what happened?
Every moment. Kichizo's beatings. The stink of Manzo's breath. And Kaizo's filthy little hands.
If we kill them, we'll send a message to their master. Draw Altan out of hiding.
Hello to Aleknax. Aleknax, I hope that you've had a wonderful weekend so far. And that you have at least some time this week off from school.
What is this?
A statement to anyone who thinks about escaping.
Mamushi brothers were always cruel, but never like this.
Altan brings out the best in people.
Jin, I can't do this. I can't go back in there.
You don't have to. Stay here. I will deliver your vengeance.
Make them suffer, Jin. Taka. For every scar they gave us. For every head they collected from the tired workers who just asked for more water. Make them suffer for me.
I can repay their cruelty and take their heads.
That won't be enough. Not after Altan pushed them to this.
I will kill them where they sleep, without being seen. Show Altan that no one is beyond the reach of the ghost.
The Mongols won't sleep for a week. Do it. Jin, if it goes wrong in there, don't let them take you alive.
Don't be seen, don't kill the guards. Interesting. Sneak into this farm and kill the brothers. Okay, so we've got ourselves a little hitman mission here. Yeah, Aleknax is leaving Wednesday afternoon for a beach cabin. Need to get out of the house since he's been in lockdown for 8 to 9 months since March 2020. Aleknax, I earnestly hope that you have a wonderful time and enjoy being outside the house for a while. I want to do this at night. I remember realizing, and this is not in any way a spoiler, I remember realizing after a point in Assassin's Creed Odyssey how advantageous, I don't want to say how much easier, how advantageous it was to go into some of the forts, go into the forts after dark when the patrols were a little bit lighter. It was a nice touch that it wasn't that it was suddenly easy, just that it was manageable in a different way. And I really enjoyed that. Aleknax is going to go eat. Aleknax, thank you very much for coming by. Don't do that. So we may reconfigure some of the charms, because I do have some stealth ones, but I also have some damage-related ones. Uh-oh. No, please don't see me. Okay, this is real bad. The no-kill rule here is gonna be something of a thing. So I'm thinking that person right there, right ahead, that does not look like a guard. The only thing is that we have to get into him. Now, one thing that's not going to help us here at all is the poison wind chimes. So let's actually go in here, and we're going to go here, and we need to switch out wind chimes release poison vapors that kill enemies that pick them up. Let's find any other thing, because I do need to use wind chimes to get these guys away. Any sort of stealth-related one would be perfect. None of these are great. Okay, we'll go with parries, perfect parries, and perfect dodges are easier to perform. Although, if we're doing those at any point in this game, in this particular mission, then we failed. How do I get into this weird hut? Ugh, I don't do it this way. Unless, can I clamber up there? Yes, okay.
With the Mongol forces, we could overtake the main roads, dominate the trade.
Your head for your cruelty.
Collect a trophy. Wait, I didn't do that yet. I think we actually got his head. Yep. Ask no questions about where we're storing that for the rest of this mission.
2 brothers to go.
Okay. Well, let's check on the map. Yeah, we're still on the edge of where we want to be. So let's assume that the other brothers are probably going to be in similar structures. Although I don't see them at the moment. Well, that could be one. Hold on, let me, that one. Hold on, I don't want to be seen. Yeah, this person here kneeling down. I feel like we've gotten...
You deserve worse. Now for your head.
Not my best assassination, but... Oh, sure, we're saying that I'm holding the head in my prison wallet.
One brother left.
Don't hurt me. I won't kill anyone.
You're safe here until I deal with your captors.
I don't know who he's speaking to right now. Oh, probably... Is that a woman? Yes, I think so. Yeah, I always love it when you have a game, and this is just sort of a necessary evil. I'm not sure that I need to see every item that a human is carrying, like, physically represented on them at all times, but earlier today, one of those famous moments where, like, a character took a crowbar and just sort of, like, passed it behind their back, and then it was gone, and was clearly not wearing anything at all that could have concealed that giant crowbar. So it's like, hey, where did you stick that? I'm not 100% sure where to go. Is that... Hold on. That person right there, that could be a brother. Because that doesn't look like a guard. And the trouble is that they are... There's a lot of guards between here and there, but I think we can get there this way. Yep, yeah, he's yelling at the people.
I'll take your head. Leave the rest for the insects.
I hope the workers don't get freaked out by this. I know they want to go free, but this might be a little bit gruesome. Okay, now I think we just have to go.
To get back to Yuna without being seen.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna... Step 1, leave the compound. Step 2 is figure out where Yuna is. Over there. So we are on the dead opposite end of the compound. Should be able to skirt around it, though. What is who... Okay. I'm gonna make a bold prediction right now. If there is a Ghost of Tsushima 2, I think that poisoned wind chimes or a very close equivalent are going to be a rather standard piece of gear and not tied to a specific charm. Because I think it's a really cool idea that maybe they added it really late and they weren't sure how to balance it, so they put it into a charm, or maybe they wanted to reward, like, hey, here's a cool charm that will be for a nice stealth build, but we don't want it to apply to all of your builds all the time, like all your armor sets.
Is it done?
They'll never take another slave.
Tell me they suffered.
Not as much as they deserved. But all of Otsuna will know what became of them.
All the horrible things they did. For years. And I knew. But I never did anything.
You can do something now. It's time we sent Altan a message.
Written in blood and covered in flies.
Let's draw the Mongols out. Send our message.
I want to watch.
We'll hide in the tall grass.
I'll get their attention. Look at them, running like scared dogs.
Altan will hear of this.
But it won't be enough. All the slaves in that farm came from one man, the Black Wolf.
Then we'll hunt him down and bury another one of Altan's friends.
I'll find the Black Wolf along the coast, near his old hunting grounds. Look for me there.
Now, I'm betting with those stealth kills, we're, if not maximum resolve, much better off than we were. Mostly waiting for that to go away. Okay. Wait. Is there a way to see your resolve when you're not actually healing? Because I don't want to waste a moon. Can I just like draw my sword or whatever? There we go. So I've got 5 out of a possible 7 moons. I'd love to top it off before we do that duel. Well, we could go see what this is. Yeah, let's fast travel down there. We're gonna go see what this is. Hopefully we can find 1 or 2 people to stab real easy and get totally maxed out. Whoops.
Good boy.
Oh, the thing that I was going to say before, unless there's some dialogue here, which there might actually be. Okay. Sure.
Jin, over here, quickly.
Wait, what's your deal? Oh, that's another quest. I didn't want to do that right now. Is there any good way to earn resolve quickly? Not that I can see. Okay, let's just go do this duel then. And we'll fast travel to the haiku. What I'll do, just for good measure, let's throw down a save before we go over there, just in case this turns out to be unwinnable. I don't think that it will be, but I do like to be able to cover our bases. So the thing I was going to say earlier when we were heading into that Yuna quest was, I don't remember what it's called right now, but PlayStation Network subscribers who get the PS5 are, I think it's tied to the PS5, but they're getting like a dozen or so like really top tier games from the PlayStation 4 era to kickstart their game collection. And it reminds me of how Mia has so quickly built up a large game collection through Humble Bundle and stuff. It would be...
Ryuzo said you're the greatest swordsman he ever met. I had to see for myself.
I don't think that I want to be wearing this outfit, though. So, let's go to outfit, and we're going to switch him to his Samurai Clan armor. And let me just take a quick look at this. Bonus damage at low health. Killing enemies restores a moderate amount of health. That is not helpful in a duel where we're only fighting one guy. So let's see if there's anything else that we can put in here. Staggering an enemy prevents interrupted melee attacks for 6 seconds. That doesn't really apply here. No. Not unless he knocks me down real quickly. We will only be in combat. So that is... yeah, for sure, the one that we would want. I think we got it. Perfect parries, and perfect dodges are easier to perform. Let's just take a look out to see if there's anything else in here that we would want. And no. So, yeah, that's a better call. Then we've got majorly reduces damage at low health, reduces all damage by a moderate amount, moderate increase to stagger damage, which is helpful against an enemy that blocks, and then moderate increase to health. Unless I have something better than that. Yeah, I mean, we could stack up another Charm of Vitality if we wanted to get rid of the moderate increase to stagger damage. I think we're going to roll with what it is.
You'd be better off taking his word for it.
I've trained with the blade since I could walk. There's no one left to challenge me but you.
Oh boy. Okay, off to a wonderful start. Yikes. This guy, he seems already much harder than the previous dude.
Ryuzo's stories don't do you justice. They never did.
Oh, that was tough. Simulator saying, can we try the don't get stabbed plan?
You fought well, but we're finished.
I don't think he can hear you, Jin. Oh, he's light several points of blood after that. Yeah, I didn't think we were gonna pull that one out, but then it happened. Thank you all for the GGs. Okay, let's switch back into Traveler's Attire. We are now once again, and you know what? It's been a minute. So before we go, let's go here and yeah, I haven't seen yellow in a bit. And we're going to switch out to a different headband. Yellow and blue. Seems okay. Kind of like that. I was hoping we could hop onto Sora. All right. So we've done a bunch of Yuna. I wanted to check in with Lady Masako, but let's just make sure that it is the right order. Because at least one of these had... Yeah, it was Ishikawa, so we could accidentally do those out of sequence if we did. So that's 6 of 9, 5 of 9, 7 of 9. Yeah, there's a couple different things that I guess we could do. So let's do this one, and I'm pretty sure that is the one that is directly to the south. It is. So let's cut some time off our journey. We'll get down there and do it immediately. Go this way. Yeah, I would hesitate to say exactly what the games are that are being, like, given away with PlayStation Network subscriptions, but there is a complete list. I want to say that includes Horizon Zero Dawn, Days Gone. Yeah, I'm not going to remember most of them, unfortunately, but it was just, if ever there was an opportunity for Mia to start participating in console gaming, it feels like that bundle would be a great way to do it. Now, the other way would be the Xbox Game Pass, which is a subscription-based service that has a ton of great stuff on it. And actually, a lot of that would just be straight up playable on PC, because that's how Microsoft does it.
Masako, how long have you been here?
Not long enough.
You need some rest.
What I need is justice for my family's murder. I'll be one step closer once I catch the snake named Umura.
One of the conspirators on the list.
He supplied the weapons that butchered my family.
And we will find him and make him talk.
We need to get out of the open. This way. Omada's rumored to be traveling to Umugi. I just don't know when, so I've been camping out, waiting. We can keep watch from here.
Do you know what Omura looks like?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen him in 20 years.
You knew him?
He supplied our clan, but he cheated us. Then tried to blame my husband for not paying him enough.
Was he right?
Of course not. Now please, watch the road. And get comfortable. We might be here a while.
Masako, there. Men on the walkway.
They look just like him. Exactly like Omura 20 years ago.
They must be his sons.
Were they both involved?
I'm taking the canyon. There are people I need to speak with.
People you need to boast to.
Excuse me?
Never mind. I'll see you in Umugi.
They're splitting up.
Let's follow them. See what we can learn.
I'll take the left, you take the right. The canyon is narrow. Stay high to avoid being seen.
Ungrateful little rat. Too high and mighty to help me do the dirty work. But when I'm rich, no doubt he'll help me spend the money.
One game I'd like to play and possibly stream someday would be Escape from Butcher Bay, which was the Pitch Black prequel game.
These roads are awful.
For anyone who doesn't know, it covered the events of Richard Riddick's life prior to the events of the movie Pitch Black, and got really, really good reviews back in the day.
Father, I've avenged our family. Old Adachi is dead. His clan, too. Kipe says what I did is shameful. But he doesn't remember what Adachi did to us, to you. By morning, I'll have enough money to make up for what they took from you 1,000 times over.
Oh dear, I wonder if I was supposed to be navigating this while he was talking.
Why wouldn't he be? Kipe doesn't know what he's talking about.
One of the things I remember reading about
I'll do when I'm rich is put in some decent roles.
Escape from Butcher Bay was that it communicated the idea that you were in stealth mode by, the view would move. It was a first-person game, so what it would do is have the view move down. I don't know if we're going to have time for this. And the field of view would widen out, as though Riddick was sort of like expanding his senses and like looking left and right, and sometimes with the way the camera in this game pulls out, I feel like it's accomplishing the same thing. Where'd he go?
I'm calling my brother. No need, I'm leaving. What does he expect? This is Umugi.
No, that's not what I meant. Well, we lost our aerial perch, and I don't know how to get back up there easily, so I guess it's just conspicuously crawling through the
find Masako.
pampas grass.
Jin, over here.
The one I followed was involved. He spoke of revenge against Clan Adachi.
Then what are we waiting for?
He's on his way to meet the man who hired him.
The man who ordered my family murdered.
Let's get closer. Hear what they're saying.
This way.
Similar says of Riddick, not often that an actor starts making movies that are fan service to the character that he played. Which is, by the way, like, and I think this is what you're referring to.
You're just getting cold.
Hold on.
It's not right.
What Adachi did to father isn't right. Our family ending up in the street. Father's drinking.
He stole from Adachi, and father was always a drunk.
Listen, we pull this off, and you can use the money to escape. Take your family and leave the Mongols behind.
Let's get this over with.
They're leaving.
Let's follow.
Keep low or they might see us.
Okay, well, they're going this way, Masako, so I hope that you are keeping up with me. The third Riddick movie is, as Samlander alludes to, straight fan service. I mean, it is absurd.
They were children.
I didn't kill them. I just provided the weapons.
Coward.
I heard Lady Masako survived.
That old lady? What's the worst she can do?
I have got him where he stands.
Not yet.
But for me, at least, it was fan service in a fun way, where the second Riddick movie, The Chronicles of Riddick, was not. That movie was turgid. It was so slow-moving. I shared once the story of watching it for the first time and getting interrupted, and I won't bore people with the story again here, but
I'm sure these men are just for show.
These fools are walking into a trap.
Let's wait. See what happens.
Something's not right.
Let me do the talking. I hope we haven't kept you waiting.
Which one of you is Omura?
That would be me. You have the payment?
We do.
No, Omada's mine.
It's what I thought.
okay. This is why I love working with Masako. Okay. I swear to God, sometimes the block just does not happen. Okay. Yeah, so I will say this to Samlander. The second movie is... I honestly believe that you could watch the first and third Riddick movies and not worry about the second one. Because the second one is... Like, the second one...
Dead.
Okay.
I heard him talking about a letter. He might still have it on him.
I'll look.
I'll check the bandits. See if they're holding anything.
Or any supplies, or arrows, or resolve, or anything else that I kind of desperately need right now. The second Riddick movie ends on a very particular note that is then... I can't imagine this is a spoiler to just say it doesn't mean anything, because in the third movie, they just wish it away into the cornfield and then go ahead and tell a totally incompatible story, because I think they realized that they really painted themselves into a corner with it. Oh, we found the letter. You are to meet a man named Omura in Umigi Cove. He means to blackmail me. Kill him. I'm moving funds from Kushi and will pay you upon successful completion.
This note bears the same clan emblem that was on the list from the inn.
There's no need for threats. I will gladly bring payment to Umigi in exchange for your silence. Until then, know your discretion is appreciated and that you will be generously compensated. Also, Drienne is saying Chivalry wants to put on sneaky clothes, which I should have done the whole bunch there. And Drienne is saying that they suddenly really want to hear me recite Vogon poetry, likely because he properly used the word turgid. Vogon, is that one of the species in Babylon 5? Because I'm not familiar with Vogon poetry, unfortunately.
This was a setup. Whoever killed your family lured Omura here to silence him.
The coward is covering his tracks.
Judging by this note, it's clear he's desperate for money.
He must not lead a wealthy clan.
Or he has no clan at all.
You think my family's killer isn't a samurai?
Maybe he wants to become one. Start his own clan.
And he's scavenging the corpse of Clan Adachi to fund it. Few people have the ambition for such a plot. I can use this. Narrow my search.
First, get some rest. This hunt is killing you.
Until I find the man responsible, there is no rest. I still have work to do in Kushi. Find me when you can.
The only thing about Lady Masako's story is that, and this is just sort of due to the way that this tale is told, her part in this story would carry even more weight if we as viewers had ever seen her family. Like, we are meant to empathize with her because everyone that she knew and loved has been butchered, but we don't get, and like killed dishonorably too, and like strung up in like humiliating ways. But we did not know those people. And the thing is, I think Jin did. So it's odd that we are never given any insight into who they were. 25% increase to resolve gains. Well, all of my outfits would benefit from that. Especially this one, since we can just slot it right in there. Perfect. Okay. Oh, I didn't even see him down there. I was just looking at the landscape. Yeah, it's down there underneath the lamppost. Also, Drienne is saying that I was thinking of Vorlons. Vogon is Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I am impressed that Drienne knows what I was thinking of, because I did not. It was a vague recollection that was some sort of species in Babylon 5 that had a similar sounding name. Okay, so let's go visit. We've got the gift altar here, and or the gift altar here. So Yarikawa we're going to go to simply because it's easier to find the gift altar. Was that, Drienne, the Vorlons, were those the species that wore the encounter suits, and then eventually you do get to see what they look like underneath that, which I will not spoil in case people... Oh, right! Yeah, this guy, who apparently has one of the flags that I can't take? I don't know. I'm not going to spend any time on that right now, because I'm... Like, that's going to be one of those things that I wind up looking online, like, hey, Google, Yarikawa Stronghold plus Fireflies freaking out. Also, this bird wants me to go someplace. Hold on a second. We'll be back to the stronghold in just a minute. The gift altar. Okay, so now the bird is broken too. do we think it's pointing at something inside the building, or more likely it's just trying to get around the building because they gave the bird collision detection? Oh, bird, do what you're gonna do. Okay, here we go. Oh, a bamboo strike. Yes, please. Hold on, because I missed the answer to the question from that I'd asked of Drienne. Yes, they're awesome. Sam Lander's saying, and yeah, don't spoil the 30-year-old show. Well, see, the thing is, it's like, well, what if, you know, Babylon 5, here's the way that I think about it. Babylon 5 is in no way germane to the game that I'm playing right now. So if somebody somehow clicked on this and wasn't expecting to hear about, like, late game Babylon 5, I have to empathize with that person because I've been in that position. Okay. I know what to do. Nope, I screwed it up. So many L1s. Okay. Square, X, circle, square. Oh. Yep. Hooray. So actually, I've got 8 full moons. I actually think that if we're... I mean, I gotta stop in a minute, but what if we go find another duel to do? I wasn't planning to do 2, but... I mean, what better time are we ever gonna have? Are there any down here that I'm looking for? I'm just looking to real quick to see if there's any down here. It looks like they're all to the north. There's one right here. Yeah. Let's ride our way up the coast and see if we can introduce ourselves to that man's blood sprays. Sam Leonard wants to watch Babylon 5 again. Can someone find some time to do that? Drienne says that it definitely benefits from a rewatch in many ways, but you have to forgive some of the technology limitations of the time, which is one of the... Like, so here's something that I've read about Babylon 5, but as with so many things, don't quote me because it might be half remembered and incomplete. And also, we're going to stop at the gift altar because it is right here. The live, I think this is correct. The live action bits were all shot in like a widescreen format, which was extremely forward-thinking at the time. J. Michael Straczynski wanted to make a television series that was going to be something that people could watch far into the future, and basically recorded it in a format that no one else was doing at the time in preparation for the rise of widescreen TVs. How forward-thinking. But for all the CGI-based like ship outer space stuff, they didn't do any of that in widescreen. So when it's come to remastering the television series, they've either had to letterbox or pillar box, I guess, those segments, or somebody someday is going to have to sit down and like completely remaster all of them, like redo all of the space graphics. I am looking for a way to cross this river while reading. Babylon 5 was also not super well known, so it's far less likely that everybody hopping in here has encountered it. Oh, we've got a yellow bird. But I want to go do the, look at this. I want to go do the duel. We're going to focus on that. And Drienne says it's not pop culture in a way that can be referenced the way that Star Wars could. Oops. Oh, hold on. Is this the Black Dye Merchant?
Thief. Looks like you attacked the wrong caravan. Stay still. I can end your suffering.
No, my lord. I killed these bandits. And I won't stop till I've gutted the rest.
Aren't you one of them?
Not by choice. They forced me to join. Said it would pay my family's debt. After years working for them, I went home and saw they'd killed my family, stolen all they had. I refuse to die until I've killed every last one.
Those bandits have earned death, but you can't do it alone.
I would welcome your help. My name is Gomyo.
Jin Sakai, show me where the others are.
Oops. I accidentally fell into a new quest. Jill was saying that he could never complete a bamboo strike. I submit that if you can learn to use one of those claws, like you and Mia use, I think that you could master it real, I think that you could do it.
I wish I'd killed them long ago.
We'll do it together. Let's go.
Firefly is trying to get my attention, by the way. We're just gonna keep running. Also, in chat they're saying something that I was not aware of, that Firefly was done in...
Tell me.
Of course. I know this camp well.
Or rather that Voyager was all recorded in HD so they could be upscaled, but all the ship segments were done in standard definition. I did not know that part about high definition.
They're outside the main camp.
Lookouts. Should take them out first.
That building near the water.
It's where they keep what they steal.
What's in there?
That's where the bastards sleep.
Is anyone inside?
That belongs to their leader, Gorahachi. He's the worst of them all.
It's a bigger camp than I expected. These bandits are a threat to the whole prefecture. Let's go.
We're doing it! They're...
Okay, well, hold on. While that guy is, like, yelling and running into combat, Jin needs to have somewhere to do. So, before I do this, let's just take a quick look. Killing enemies restores some health. Landing a headshot has a 40% chance to return an arrow. Increase to arrow damage. Knocking and reload speeds. Arrow damage. And a 5% damage. Yeah, it's still kind of like all these.
We're all going to die!
Watch your back!
See, even though I don't need the resolve there, it's similar to how, if I kill a fly or a spider, I make sure it is fully dead. I don't like inflicting suffering. Oh, cool, he's still...
Stay quiet, please.
Like, this is not a real person, and yet it just feels right. Dude, I'm on your time. Apparently, you're just gonna run in and do whatever you want, so... You just point at the group of bandits that you're planning to throw yourself against, and I will endeavor to keep up. At the time of this recording, More Than Amiya has been playing her way through Dead Space 2, and in both Dead Space and Dead Space 2, she uses the stasis ability. That's an ability that is unlocked very early in both games, I mean like really early in both games, where Isaac can slow down, basically slow down time around specific enemies, or... I don't need to use an arrow on this guy. And she uses that in combat so much, and I never did, because I was always... It was a classic thing of, like, I'm worried that I won't have this if I need it, so I'm never going to use it in case I need it.
Where are you?
All back!
I don't think these guys have horns. If they do, they're not blowing them. Oops. Oh, Drian says I have ghost stance. Thank you for pointing that out. Yes. Can we get more than one guy together? Because I feel like ghost stance really benefits from having a mosh pit to work through. I did not want to hurt the horse. Any more? Boo, I wanted to keep that combo going on for a while. Nonetheless, Drian, you are... Oh, I'm sorry. Then who called it out? Chivalry did. I'm sorry, your colors are extremely similar on my screen. Either way, thank you for the heads up. So, Samlander, and yeah, again, Samlander, congratulations on both the 6 years and the 12-hour stream. Very impressive. I don't want to kill the dogs. I don't like killing the dogs. Oh, those aren't dogs. No, I'm fine with killing these guys. And here's the difference. The men decided what they were going to do with their lives. The dogs don't. The dogs are a product of their upbringing. Boy, they really have eyes over here. And I can't shoot them all through that netting. Like, I can't see them well enough. So I could swing over there. Whoops. Overcompensated for the height there. Oh, no. Oh, god damn it! This guy. Honestly, I really respect you. I hope you won't know that on your way down. Not one, but two. Oops.
You'll pay for that. Save me!
I'm working on it.
Almost there. Nobody's here. Any idea where they went?
Did he respond in any way? He just charged out of the room while I was grabbing arrows. Uh-oh, I hear yelling. Where is this happening?
Take your head.
Oh! I was gonna do ghost mode, and then this jackass decided to get pokey. Boo! Oh, bastards! All of you! All of you! I had full ghost mode, and I was just about to use it. We had so many guys around that we could just brutalize, and nope.
I'll kill you with my bare hand. He's dead. It's done.
Hello to Rickety. Rickety, I have a question.
Can't do anything for them.
I should have been dead when you first found me.
You avenged your family, Gomyo.
With your help, my lord. And now, I beg one last favor. Don't leave my body with this filth.
I won't. Be at peace, Gomyo.
So, Rickety, earlier in this stream, hold on, my legend is growing. We were talking about what happened with your VODs, and just let me make sure that I have the details correct. You were using the Twitch soundtrack extension to provide that music for your stream, and it played perfectly fine with audio, because, like, I didn't want to see too much of Red Dead Redemption 2, especially that late in the story, but it had audio at the time. But now the VODs themselves are totally muted because I checked that earlier. That's sort of what happened. It was the Twitch soundtrack extension. Yeah, that's ridiculous, man. I'm really sorry about that. I would be very, very angry if that had happened to one of the streams that we did. Sorry, Enduring Affliction. I don't even know what this is. Status effects last 50% longer and deal 50% more damage, which I assume are things like getting exploded or lit on fire. Those are the two major things that Jin does. But yeah, Rickety, we were talking about that a lot earlier in the stream, and I was cautioning people, hey, this is something you need to know about the Twitch soundtrack, because that is ridiculous. Throw 2 additional kunai seems really useful, and hello to Lucha Freddy, and now a new gift is available. So, before we go, let me just check here. So yeah, I wanted to go do a duel because we had full moons, and now we do not. So that is back off the table. Oh, and the plugin also crapped out twice. So yeah. So Lucha Freddy, who was asking, like, what's going on? Yeah, the Twitch soundtrack extension seems to be either incomplete or aggressively poisonous to being able to save your VODs after the fact. So whichever one it is, I think that the reason I'm talking about it is because here we are playing... What's the name of this game? Ghost of Tsushima. And the soundtrack is a big part of the atmosphere, and I usually like to show off a game in as complete a form as I can. So we're usually playing with the in-game soundtrack. But if I was doing the sort of play that, like, Tashir does, or that that you do, and other people when they play Division 2 or No Man's Sky or Minecraft or City Skylines or something that, you know, it has its soundtrack for sure, but there's, you know, when you're playing something for dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of hours, you might want to mix it up with some additional soundtrack. What is it telling me? Oh, the Armorer. Yep, let's go visit the Armorer then. That's when you might want to turn to additional sources of music, and Twitch soundtrack was an offering from Twitch that was acting as though it was positioned to be that. But if you can't archive your videos and you can't make VODs of them after the fact, you can't highlight them after the fact, I question what even would be the point. So it seems important for people to understand you are making use of Twitch soundtrack for an extremely specific purpose at that point. Okay, Tadayori's armor, our final upgrade for this. We are not going to get a new hat. It does look like we're going to get some new embroidery. Was that scarf always there? Yes, it was. So what is the visual difference here? I'm not actually sure, but one way or the other, this is going to restore 50%, half of the concentration meter every time we land a headshot. Yes, please.
This will protect you.
Lucha Freddy's asking if he's in the shit for playing Jedi Fallen Order. I would think not. That game's great. Rickety's saying that oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Lucha Freddy's over $100 for the Movember target. Yeah, he had met the target earlier, and that was before. So he's going to be donating all of his Twitch proceeds to it as well. And I think that is, again, happening after the $100 over his fundraising target. That is fantastic news, Freddy. Congratulations. Hold on 1 second. We're going to... So at this point, we're mostly going to get positioned for the next thing that we're going to do, which I'm thinking is going to be reconnecting with Yuna. So let's see if we can fast travel to the Legend Storyteller without actually talking to them. Ricky says that it was working fine on his end. Working fine at first, so maybe it was something on his end. But even so, like I'm not gonna say to people, don't use the Twitch soundtrack app. I'm gonna say, look carefully at it and weigh the cost of it. Like, we're talking now about doing an exhibition stream for City Skylines, whether or not that'll be tomorrow or whenever, you know, it's... Whoops. Nope. How do you call the horse again? There we go. Lucha Freddy saying because of the Star Wars game soundtrack. You'll know immediately, Lucha Freddy, if you are. Like, if you do a video, if you do a stream and you save it here on Twitch, and within a day or so, sometimes it's instantaneous, but within a day, it suddenly starts telling you that, oh, actually, Lucha Freddy, I can answer that, because when we streamed Jedi Fallen Order, anytime I would leave the title screen up, this happened a couple times, yeah. I would leave the title screen up because we were sort of getting prepped and I was getting settled and we were getting the chat up and running and all the rest of it. It would play sort of a Star Wars tune at the title screen, and a couple times the original video got muted because a Star Wars game has licensed Star Wars music in it. So basically what we did is we made sure to always highlight the video as soon as we started, and because there was no longer an extended period where there was no commentary, Twitch seems to understand that if you are providing commentary, then whatever music it can hear underneath is not being... Mia, once again, Mia, if you're here, we are once again going out on your favorite note. Oh, this is such a fun tradition now. So I think we already reflected on clearing his mind. No, I don't think we did. I think that we did favorite foods instead of that. So let's do that one.
Stop thinking, Jin. For one moment, just stop thinking.
Echo, echo, echo. And so unintentionally, too. I just saw Yellowbird. We started following it. Okay. So let's throw down a save. There's no... Oh, well, it might as well show off. Yes, we are, in fact, still on hard. But that's not why I went in there. Let's go ahead and save it up. Lucha Freddy is asking... First of all, he said, what is this Bumpstagram? And then says, has he got a giant leaf as well? No, Jin goes without. But yeah, sorry, it was a long-winded way of me saying that, like, now if I was ever to do a long-form playthrough of something like City Skylines is a great example of a game that I am interested in, and the original soundtrack that comes with it is nice, it's atmospheric, but a game like that would really benefit from something like Streamer FX, which I hope everybody is aware of. We talked about it earlier in the stream. If you were looking to add royalty-free music, I think is the correct term for it, to your Twitch streams and not have to worry about them getting muted, not have to worry about your entire VOD getting ruined in that way, please check out streamerfx.com. It is perfect for those kinds of occasions. I know that Tashir is tonight enjoying some pay-per-view, but got a chance to hang out with him in his stream earlier, and as always, Division Force is a lot of fun, but I think that Rickety Artist's recent encounters with Twitch soundtrack is making it very, very easy to say to people, there's a superior alternative out there, and it is Streamer FX. And frankly, the fact that Tashir was working on that for months before Twitch soundtrack was ever announced or became a thing, I think just goes to show how forward-thinking he is. Drienne Levode is saying that they used to... Lucha Freddy's saying Saints Row is going to be a tough play now. Drienne is agreeing that it'd be impossible not to get muted unless you turn off the radio entirely. Also says that they used to turn on song requests for Conan Exiles because it's fun to have other music for it sometimes. And I'm not a big, like, what about the children sort of person where it's like, oh, I'm going to spend a lot of time worrying about the well-being of others that, at least in this case, in the case I'm about to use, have the capacity to speak up for themselves. But, and by the way, when I said, like, what about the children, what I mean is this sort of, like, concern trolling over another group that isn't necessarily being affected at all. It's an old Simpsons reference. In this case, though, I'm not talking about kids. I'm talking about musical artists that, you know, maybe what people were requesting on Drienne Levode's channel was like Wham and Madonna and Duran Duran and whoever else. Like, I don't know. It could be Skrillex for all I know. But, or maybe they were requesting lesser known artists that were getting more exposure by having their music used in a positive and uplifting way while people were watching other material. And the reason that I'm saying that is because we were introduced here to a lot of new musical artists by watching Twitch streams that had the music request feature on. And things that I was unfamiliar with was like, oh, that song's really great. And like a lot of them would have in the song request, it would actually show on screen exactly what the musical track was, who the artist was, the album that had come from. That was commonplace. And that's all gone now. So I have to wonder if in the rush to protect the IP, the intellectual property rights of the music writers, like at what cost? Because now we just have less music to listen to. I have a lot of questions about the whole thing, but very much, and not only is Drienne definitively correct in the problem of not being able to stream Saints Row 3 or 4 with the music on, those games, more than Grand Theft Auto, I've made this point before, the soundtrack in those games is such a part of the atmosphere. And licensed music, recognizable licensed music, is used in ways in those games that to miss out on those moments would gravely damage the experience. It's not that it would ruin it, but it would not be the same experience. So my recommendation to Mia when she streams it will be, listen, a lot of these might get muted or claimed on YouTube, and I think that that's just the price to pay to play it correctly, because it would be... I just cannot imagine playing a Saints Row game without those soundtracks. There's a couple radio stations they're driving around to, and there's other moments that I don't want to go into here, but it's a critical part of the Saints Row experience. Anyway, we are going to wrap it up here. As always, I will encourage you to check out twitch.tv/morethanamia, where before she gets around to playing, think for 1 second, the Saints Row games, she is currently making rapid progress through Grand Theft Auto 5, the final season of The Walking Dead, and the Dead Space trilogy. She is deep into Dead Space right now, and I assume we'll be moving on to Dead Space 3 afterwards, which I'll be very interested how she finds that one, because it was divisive in the gaming community and not in this household, because that game was great. I really liked Dead Space 3. Drienne is continuing their full-length playthrough of the entire Walking Dead franchise. Still, I believe, Drienne, in Season 1, but soon to be moving into Season 2. And Drienne is asking, do I plan to keep playing the Walking Dead game offline and uploading? So we do have episode 2 of the Walking Dead final season ready to upload on Wednesday. There has been some conversation about doing the final episode live, because that would be the like the big finale to the entire franchise. Drienne says that they intend to warn Mia that when she gets to a certain scene about turning down the volume on stream so that only she can hear the song. The intro outro songs have to be turned down, but there's only one other song that is an issue. My take on it is, so the way that we've always handled this is, if Twitch is going to come at us for music that is in a game, then we will simply lose that section of it. And if in this new environment, the channel gets a copyright ding or gets taken offline, I hate to say it, but that's kind of like, I don't feel like fighting that fight with them. If Twitch is going to employ some automated system that takes our channel down and deletes years of videos, then we'll go down that way. Drienne is saying that it mutes in the wrong place is crucially important. It starts the mute in the wrong place for The Walking Dead. Let's connect afterwards and we'll see if I can ask which episode is it that we are talking about, because we did episode 2 and I feel like it came through pretty cleanly, but we'll have to find out. In any event, if you are interested in more Walking Dead conversation, you can check that out over at Drienne Lavode, DRIEN_LAVODE. Yesterday, we got a chance to raid over to Toxic, TOXIKK. He wound up doing, as far as I know, his entire stream around Sea of Thieves. There had originally been a plan to maybe bounce over to DayZ, but it turns out that, one second. The Sea of Thieves is still a super fun game, so he wound up doing the entire stream in there. Rickety Artist just finished up Red Dead Redemption 2, the main story campaign in Red Dead Redemption 2, and as you've been listening to this episode, you know that that has been a major topic of conversation because it was a 6-hour stream that got muted in its entirety. That was the entire end of the game. Now, that's something that I probably would not have a chance to watch for a very long time to come, but for a game that is as large, as expansive, and as in-depth as Red Dead Redemption 2, to lose the last 6 hours of story because of a technical glitch tied to Twitch soundtrack, it's super disappointing. So we're always happy to recommend Rickety Artist, but I especially hope that people check out the channel in the wake of that, because that's a real loss when your goal is to archive your playthroughs and to have them available for people to enjoy. Patikin has been playing through Assassin's Creed Valhalla, going through a 100% playthrough. I think he's playing on hard as well. He Who Dies has also been doing some Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I don't expect that he's going for a 100% playthrough. And then finally, so is Jason McMaster enjoying that game. So lots of Assassin's Creed Valhalla out there. Hopefully Papalotko will be streaming again pretty soon. I really miss her art streams, and this time of year has just sort of reminded me of how much I enjoyed those. So I will be looking forward to hopefully seeing some of those. It's not who have I forgotten, it's how many more can I get out. Mr. Binky, oh, and actually JV McMaster just finished up Miles Morales as well, and I saw his one comment about it being, it was shorter than he expected, but it's probably not shorter than I expect, because if it has more than like 4 or 5 hours worth of story content, I will be pleasantly surprised. That said, I am looking forward to what there is to see of it when we get a chance to play that here. I don't know if we're going to replay the entire base Spider-Man game, but since it has some technical enhancements as well as an entirely new face model, it sort of seems appropriate, and then jump into Miles Morales from that. That's all in the future, so who knows. Mr. Binky was also playing that. I am desperately trying to remember what both Haseo and Diesel Jones have been playing, because I know that Mia just shouted out Haseo, and Just one second. So Drienne, apparently interested in continuing the post-game infinitely, says, how do you choose stream titles? I don't. That comes entirely from my producer, and where they come from is entirely up to her. So yes, Haseo, that's what it was. Haseo's playing Godfall. Godfall is an interesting game in that I never ever think about it unless I either see an article or see Haseo mention it, or like see somebody streaming it. And then as soon as I stop seeing it, I think it's just because I don't know what it is. And Haseo offered a good rundown of it, but I need to catch more of Haseo's streams because I get the feeling that Godfall might be a lot of fun to play. And then Diesel Jones is another one of the folks that is playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Lots of Valhalla out there, and with good cause. It is reportedly very, very good. And Drienne says, sorry, they can't help it, just like hanging out here. And that is very, very much appreciated. One of the tones, we're always thinking about what we want the stream to be. And I think that in my ideal version, a stream like this, where it's some open world, some conversation, and some story beats that we can talk about, is the kind of thing that people would feel comfortable putting on in the background while they were working on a project, doing house cleaning, working on work, like whatever it might be, and sort of have it on in the background as sort of like a podcast style thing that they would look over as something interesting happened, or if they remembered a particular story beat that was interesting. As Lucia Freddy says, good chit chat is what he loves about this. And this may be the channel or just streaming in general, because that's certainly what I like about both Drienne and Freddy and Mia and Tashir. Like, my favorite moments in Division Force is that, like, Tashir has more people to talk with, and Drienne has her whole crew to chat with, and so many fun conversations can come up with that. And we were talking about doing like a City Skylines stream, and it would be something specifically to show the game off to Mia. But what about a more creative stream where we could have on like people via Discord and have a conversation about stuff while we're showing off the game? I think it might be fun. In any event, we have saved the game, and we are going to find somebody fun to raid over to. And until next time, next time will hopefully, fingers crossed, be tomorrow afternoon into evening, when we will most likely be doing some more of this. But again, maybe some City Skylines, and we'll see. So hopefully a lot of fun streaming coming up this week. Until next time, you guys, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great night.